Hi, good evening, and welcome back to Off the Bat, the cricket talk show for all. Friday night cricket is basically what we are trying to achieve here with this show. It's a show where we want to talk about anything related to cricket and in Malaysia and also as far as we can go. So I hope everybody watches the show. We have had two good shows previously talking about the Malaysian games, and we had a brilliant lineup of former cricketers. Today we have a special show. We're going to focus on a player, a specific cricketer, who's of course a familiar name in Malaysian cricket. But before that, again, welcome to the show. If you have not yet liked, subscribed, and followed us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, please do so. Follow us so that you get more cricketing shows in the time to come. Without further ado, I think we're gonna get into this, and I'm going to bring on the man of the day, none other than Mr. Virandeep Singh. How are you, sir?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sana. Thanks for having me.
No. The pleasure is ours. How are you feeling tonight?
All good with me. Excited. Looking forward to hear your questions and sharing my experience with all of you guys.
Okay. All right. I think we've got some viewers there. Don't worry about it. If we don't have a lot of people, it's Friday night. They're probably up to a lot of their activities, but they can tune into the replay. We'll share the links later. So without further ado, I think we've got to kick the show off. So I want to talk about you, Viran. You're the focus of the show today. You are literally the light of Malaysian cricket, the fraternity in these trying times. So we're going to get into
Yeah.
the origins of Virandeep Singh, where you came from. So if you don't mind me asking, could you just share a few things about how your childhood was, and how it actually started? Your family, do they have cricketing background?
Right. Firstly, I think it's a very kind introduction there. And yeah, I think a bit of myself. I think I started playing cricket at the age of 6. I followed my brother who was playing cricket for school as well. And then I remember I asked my mom, if I can also join school training. But of course, you can only start training actually when you join standard 1. So that time I had to be 7. But my mom made a special request to our coach at that time, Mr. Munusami. She asked if I can also join the cricket practice, and he was kind enough to allow me to be part of the trainings as well. And I was very excited at that time because I got a chance to play cricket, and I was training my brother, so I was very excited with that. And in terms of cricket background and stuff, not really. My dad did play a little bit of cricket. He played some school cricket, but he doesn't really talk much about it. So I can't really share too much because he never told me what he did about all his success stories and all that. I don't know much about that because he never shares with me. He keeps it a secret. So yeah, I think that's how it all began for me.
All right. Thanks for that very brief introduction. I think we can expect a lot of brief responses on point from Virendeep, just like how his cricket is and his cricketing skills are. Tell me more. I think you said a few things just now about your mom being the person who really pushed this whole thing way back then by talking to Mr. Munu to get you to learn the game. What could you tell a bit more, about your parents? What it was like? I mean, it started there, and I'm sure they may not have anticipated where it's headed so far and where it could be possibly heading to. So could you just maybe speak a bit more about your mom and your dad and your relationship with them? It's probably very interesting for
Yeah.
us to understand, because I believe they are your support system, as it's said here on screen. They are probably your core
Yeah.
support system. You wouldn't be where you are without them. So am I right to say that? Do you want to say?
Yeah.
Say a word
No,
on
of
that?
course. Yeah, of course, that's right. I think if you speak to anybody in the Malaysian cricket, the family, I think everyone will know that, my parents are probably one of the most supportive. They really supported my cricket, and they still do until today. My mom, especially my dad was working at that time, so he couldn't really come for too many games. But my mom was always there, whether or not I was playing cricket, whether or not I was in the 11. That was a different story for her. More important, the more important thing was my team was playing, and I was part of the team, so she was always there for all the games and stuff like that. And I think we started cricket, not really because of anything, but it was more of, we had to pick a sport in school. We had the option of choosing cricket as well. So then, since my dad had played a little bit of cricket, uh, he said that, okay, why not we give it a try? Why not we just, let both of these guys play cricket and see how it goes from there. So of course we were not aiming too high. We were not aiming, we were not thinking too much about where we're going to end up in the future and stuff like that. No, it was not about that. It was more about just picking a sport in school because we had to, right? And then from there we just played, and then I guess, everything just fell in place, for us, and the passion just grew from there. But of course, in the early days, I have to say that, it was more football than cricket. We used to play quite a lot of football with my cousins and stuff like that. But then from there, slowly, after I think Coach Damit took over, after Coach Munu left, Coach Damit took over. And then I think, I have to say, I think he was the best, best junior coach I could have asked for, because he made cricket fun for me. He made me enjoy, the sport. Instead of thinking of results, I was not focused on, where I'm going to end up or how I'm going to play games and stuff like that. It was not about that. It was all about enjoyment. And I think, he was probably the best junior coach. And of course, I think he got along quite well with my parents as well. So whenever we needed to skip school and stuff like that, he always supported, and had chats with my parents and stuff. And I think that's how it all started for me.
Skipping school is, of course, with permission. Just discussion there for everyone. It's approved and permitted skipping of school.
Yeah.
Very good, very nice. Your parents are I do not know them too well, but I've met them a few times. They are a gem of human beings, and I think they really set an example of how families today need to see, not just in cricket, but I think for all athletes in a lot of other sports. The support system is important, and at the core of every human being, I suppose, are their families. So thanks for that sharing. Going deeper, Viren, into your family. Your brother Virendeep, as everyone knows, is also a natural cricketer. He's your elder brother. I'm very curious here to just understand. Has he always been there throughout your doubts, your moments of doubts in your career? Or actually, one thing that everyone wants to know is has Pavan silently been your hero at any point of your career? Because growing up, I'm sure he's the one who made the state junior team first, club cricket first, national junior team first. I'm sure it was him. So, how much of Pavan's influence is important to you, to your confidence as be following through in his footsteps?
Yeah, I think as you rightly said, I think it's been very, very important. I think like I said, I started playing cricket only because of him. When he used to go for trainings, I wanted to follow him. And then I think the same thing happened after that as well. When he was playing for state, I wanted to play for state. When he played for Malaysia, I wanted to play for Malaysia. So of course, he was always one step ahead of me, and he always did all of the things that I wanted to do, but he did it first. So from there, like I can say, he was of course a role model in, of course, not only in terms of cricket, actually, even outside of cricket. I always wanted to copy him. If you want to say that, I think you can actually say that. When he got glasses, I wanted glasses. So it was to that extreme. I always wanted to copy him in whatever stuff that he used to do. And I think even until today, now when we tour with the national team and stuff, he's my roommate. We always share a room, and we always discuss cricket. And I think we have a lot of chats. He's actually very close to me, and we share a lot of personal stories with one another and stuff. There's nothing much we hide, and of course, we have the same group of friends, and that helps as well. So I think I have to say that I think I can say that he was my role model, and he is still my role model, one of my role models, I would say.
Is Pavan your best friend, in other words? Because I think when people see you in groups of similar friends, same group of friends as you said, I think of course you guys speak up. You're in groups of friends, but in terms of when your friends are not around, you guys seem to have this very strong special bond, but a very reserved kind. You're not very public with your with your relationship as brothers, but I suppose all brothers have also that kind of reservations in public. They're not like showing off, their brotherly love, as they say. But is he like your truest like best friend and your confidant and the person, the shoulder that you rely on most of the time next to your parents?
Yeah, I have to say that is very true because like you said, we are not like we don't share too many things, online. Like okay, but we are touring or taking selfies together. We don't really do that. I don't know. Maybe you find it a bit awkward, but yes, we are actually very very close, and he's actually one of my closest friends. And I think because we are so involved in cricket, we didn't really have time to go to school and stuff like that, right? So what happened there was we spent a lot of time together. We were touring together. We were playing every single game together and stuff like that. And even at home, we always used to discuss cricket. And cricket is it's a topic that we really talk about a lot at home. So yeah, I think he is easily the best friend that I have. And I think just is over a period of time. It's just that the amount of time we have spent together, and that really helped build our relationship over time. And I think yeah, we are very close. We are very close, and I treat him. I share everything with him, and he does the same as well with me.
Okay, that's good. Hopefully we can get Pavan on the show at some point on this journey that we have on the Off the Bat talk show. Maybe not tonight, but hopefully down the line. Let's talk about your initial cricketing days when you learn how to hold the bat and the ball. What was it like? Of course, like what you said, Pavan played it, so you wanted to go. So Pavan played it, so oh God, it's something that I've got to go. My brother's playing it, so I want to learn this game. But what do you actually recall in terms of your young? I'm sure you're so long ago. You've played like a million, cricketing games since then, for all I know. And but what do you actually recall? And what was something that really probably stood out if you recall anything?
Yeah, I think like I said, it started off from school and stuff. So I mean, before that, I didn't really actually play cricket. We didn't really play cricket at home, but it started from school. So the day that Pawan started playing cricket for in the school, I joined the training as well. So from there, we had a lot of school tournaments during that time as well. I remember quite clearly my parents, a few times they actually gave us, like surprise. They used to tell us that, oh, we have to go there. We have to go somewhere tomorrow. There's some work that we have to attend. So you guys have to wake up in the morning and, just wake up in the morning and just follow us. But then they didn't use, they actually took us to the cricket ground. So for that, those were some surprises that they had for us. And I remember those days very clearly because they were really special to me. And I'm someone who I hate waking up in the morning. I hate waking up early. But then if it's for cricket, I'm the first one up. So yeah, those are some of the memories that I can recall. And also at that time, I was quite lucky that my school in Bangsa we had Bangsa Bukit Bandaraya, we had cricket. So from there, we also moved on. I think at the age of 9, I started playing for Royal Selangor Club. Yeah, this is actually a team photo of Royal Selangor Club. Yeah, we moved on to Royal Selangor Club, and then we started playing club cricket there. Coach Dami told us that this is the right time for you guys to start playing hardball cricket. And I think that was a step that we needed to take. And yeah, we did it. And my parents supported that, and they said that okay, fine, let's go to Royal Selangor Club and let's see where you guys can grow. And I think RSC has been probably the key to my success because they have provided me with so many games. So honestly I cannot remember how many matches I've played in RSC. It's my home ground. I've played a lot of cricket there. I've trained a lot there. Our training used to start 5 to 7, but at times we used to go at 4 o'clock or even 3 o'clock just to go and play cricket there. We just wanted to play as much as we can. Or even on the days that it used to rain, I always used to request the coach, okay, can we do something? Can we do fielding? Since it's wet, can we dive around or something like that? So yeah, those are some of the memories that I recall, from my initial cricketing days.
That's very very interesting. I think today probably if there's some rain, you'll probably be a bit grateful because there's a lot of cricket that's in your life today, I suppose.
Yeah,
Your
of course.
but you also at a very young age, through the Kuala Lumpur Cricket Association, and their junior programs, you somehow got some exposure of playing internationally, going abroad and playing some cricket. Could you tell us more a bit about that?
Yeah, I think Kuala Lumpur Cricket Association, when I was playing, I mean, even now I'm part of the committee. So, we are doing a lot of changes and stuff. But yeah, when I used to play for KL, at the junior level, I remember I played under 15 cricket at the age of 10. So at that time, look, I'll be very honest, I didn't have much skills. I didn't have much, you know, exposure and stuff. But I remember Coach Damit, he always gave me the opportunity. He never once told me that, okay, you're not performing, I'm going to drop you from the team and stuff like that. No. He always let me play. He never told me anything. He just said that, okay, bat long, just be there and enjoy the experience. So I remember that quite clearly from playing from start from KLCA, and then I also have to mention that we had a lot of tours at that time. We went for endless tours. I've toured Bangalore, Sri Lanka, Australia, all with KLCA, and I think for the state association to do that in Malaysia, it's not an easy task. I think this is one of the group photos. I think this was before I went to Bangalore. Yeah, so the amount of exposure that I gained from this was amazing. I think I learned a lot. And I think that exposure really helped me grow as a cricketer, because I think that, if you keep playing in Malaysia only, you keep playing, with the same faces, similar faces and stuff, then you already know everything about them and you are in your comfort zone. So when you go outside and play, you learn a lot. Different, conditions. You're playing against different oppositions. You've never seen them before, and you travel with the team. I think it's just an amazing experience. And I got that at a very young age. So I think I really have to say a big thank you to Kuala Lumpur Cricket for what they did for me. And also, Mr. Bala, I have to mention Mr. Bala, who is not with us today. I think he has been my backbone. He's really supported me throughout my career. He's somebody who was very close to not only me, but also my parents. He always guided us and always, told us which is the right path. And I think, I think a big thank you to Kuala Lumpur Cricket for what they have done and what they're doing for us today as well.
Okay. Thanks a lot for that, Viran. I think that's a very good summary on how it all started for you. Okay, I think we've summed it up. It's about 15 minutes in, and it was absolutely brilliant. Now we want to go into the next part of it. We want to talk about the evolution. Like after you started holding the cricket bat, after you started playing some junior cricket, and it was all fun and games. Rain or shine, you just want to be out there with a cricket bat and a ball and just playing around. That's where the interest is, right? That's where the interest comes in. But I want to talk about a little bit more of the evolution. You started playing then a bit more serious cricket, and you got into the national under 16 team. Am I right to say under 16?
Yeah.
And you were 13. Am I right to say you were 13 years old?
Yeah.
So what was that experience? I believe Pavan, your brother, was also in the team. What was that experience like for you?
Right. So I actually joined Victoria Institution when I was Form 1. I was part of the Cricket Mahi program, and then from there, there was a tournament that we had to play, for selection purpose, and it was this under 15 Sport Excel tournament, and we decided to play in that tournament. And then from there I did well. I can't recall if I got best batsman or best all-rounder in the tournament, but I did quite well, and then I got selected for to play for Malaysia under 16. I think that was the turning point, of my career, because that tournament, if just to share with you, we beat Nepal in the finals, and that was the first time ever. We won an ACC trophy, and of course, beating Nepal was I think the biggest thing for me, and I think even for Malaysia at that time. And it honestly, I tell you, was something that we didn't really expect. We didn't go into the tournament thinking that okay, we're going to be champions.
I think we lost you there, Viran. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, can you hear me?
Yep, can. Go on. You saying?
Yeah. So I was saying, so then we didn't really expect to win the tournament and stuff like that. But then I think the way things went for us, we had a very good unit at that time. I think that was the only reason why we won the tournament. And I think also we had Coach Bilal, who I met for the first time, and he was our coach of the team at that time. So I think I got amazing memories from that tournament. I think it was one of the the best tournaments I ever played, for Malaysia, because it was, it's all about the enjoyment. It was never about winning and stuff like that. It was just about spending time with your teammates. The unit that we had was amazing. And I think, that's how it all started. And from that final game that we played, I think my mindset in a way did change. I started to realize that, what we had done. We beat Nepal in the tournament. We have won ACC trophy. But before that, of course, I was not aware. I was like, okay, fine. Oh yeah, we won an ACC trophy. But then I think maybe a few months after that, I really understood that, okay, this is what has happened, and this is what I've done. And yeah, I played these innings and stuff like that. So as I grew, I really understood that I have something in me, and Malaysia. I really want to pursue my dream of playing for Malaysia one day, and that's how I think it all started. And yeah, I think under 16 has been probably the start and the platform that was laid for me.
Sorry. Okay. So then you took it a step further. That success and that momentous success, let's call it. Because I believe that was the first time that Malaysia was winning an ACC international event of any kind. Okay, of all age categories. That was, I think, the first ACC victory that Malaysia had, and beating a country like Nepal, which has always been a hurdle for Malaysia, is something absolutely momentous. So you went a step further after that. I think the success was good. You kept on going. I think you had a few more under 16s, if I'm not mistaken, and then you eventually went to the under 19, which is pretty much the stepping stone for every single cricketer in the country if they really want to pursue their national senior cricket dreams. So what can you tell us? I believe 2015 was it that you captained the Malaysian under 19 team?
Yeah, actually, before that, I actually played my first under 19 tournament before I played my second under 16 tournament. So that means I played my first under 12 in under 16 in 2012, and then I played under 19 in 2013, and then I played under 16 again in 2014. But in that 2014, the 2013 under 19 tournament, we actually beat Nepal in that as well. And I remember that was in Biomass. We beat them, and then in 2014, when I played my second under 16, we lost to Nepal in the finals, and we were runners up in that. And then I think 2015, I got the first opportunity to become a captain for under 19 Malaysia. I think you were the manager at that time as well, and I think that was a good experience for me because I was under 16 captain as well. But when I was the under 16 captain in 2014, it was like a learning process for me. I was not really, I didn't really understand what a captain had to do because I was playing under 16 that time. But of course, it was very basic stuff. But then when I became the captain of Malaysia under 19, then I understood that, okay, now I'm captain of these boys who really understand what is happening, who have played some cricket, they have got their experience and stuff like that. So I also had to learn how to, at that time we had media interviews and stuff like that. So I learned a lot. I learned, not only on the field, also off the field stuff that really helped me, shape me to become a better cricketer.
Can you hear me? Okay, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I can.
I think you started off quite decent in the tournament, which I was the manager of, and it was already quite impressive, except for some suspect coin toss strategies. But to tell us more about this under 19 journey, we've got a little bit of a surprise guest for you here. Somebody is very familiar, so I'm just going to invite him in here. We've got Mr. Suresh Navaratnam. Are you there? It's not there. I think it's coming on slowly. But I believe, Viran, that between you and Suresh, you made a very, very good combo. Okay, you made a very good combo. And what was it like being a captain under his watch? Could you speak a bit more?
Yeah. I played for KL. Okay, when I was very young, actually. I mean, I did not play state games at that time. It was I used to send water, but I was a water boy and stuff. But then I have amazing memories of being with Suresh, and because I remember he was state captain at the time. When I was sending water and stuff, I was a water boy. I was a junior cricketer at that time, and then all of the team meetings that he used to have, and I can't really say what he used to say in the team meeting, but then he was somebody who was very strict, I have to say, and he was somebody who was very in your face sort of person. He's not going to beat around the bush and tell you, and sugarcoat and say, okay, it's okay, like that. If you do bad, he's going to tell you, bro, you're screwed up. So he's somebody like that. And I think even when he was the coach for under 19 as well, I think he calmed down a little bit.
Think we lost you there. Viren. Can't hear you. You speak up a bit.
Hello.
Okay, Ken.
Yeah. So I was saying, like, yeah. So when you're playing under 19 cricket as well, I think it was the same. He really taught me a lot. He taught me the values of how to build a team. Yeah, he taught me that how you deal with different players. And at that time, that was something very new to me. I couldn't really, for me, I just looked at it as, okay, I'm a captain of a team, but I didn't really understand that I have to deal different players differently. For some people, you have to be sweet to them. For some people, you can be a little bit harsh and stuff like that. And that is something that he taught me. And then, of course, his cricket knowledge, he's played for Malaysia for 20 over years. And he's played a lot of cricket. He understands, I think, everything about cricket. And I think I learned a lot from him and from his experiences and stuff. He how to deal in different situations in matches and stuff like that as well. And how to read wickets because he was the coach and we used to go and see the wicket. And at that time I didn't really understand. And for me it was like, okay, I see the wicket, I'm like, okay, what I feel like doing today. Okay, I want to bat, I'm just going to bat. I want to bowl, I'll bowl. But then he taught me that you need to understand what the wicket is trying to do or who the opposition you are playing. So that small details that I think really helped me build myself as a captain and also of course as a cricketer as well. And I think you're on mute there.
Okay, I think we have Suresh here.
Hello.
Hi, Suresh.
Hi.
Hi. So we were just talking about your, how Viran's views on you as a coach and, being who you are and your various deep amount of years of knowledge and experience. You could say a few things about how you felt coaching and Viran as a coach captain relationship that you had with him.
Hello. I think coaching Viran is very easy. He knows everything. So sometimes we will look stupid, coaching him. So it's quite a different thing. Coaching a beginner, intermediate, guy who and Viran knows everything. Sometimes, to be frank, he has done all his work. So when it comes to Viran, I think he's a talented cricketer. So I think we all can see that Viran is a successful cricketer. So to become a big career for himself, I think to speak about.
Okay. Viran, could you please just repeat? I think Suresh didn't hear you. What you thought about his coaching and what it meant. First time captaining Malaysia, and your coach was Kodikara and Suresh Nawa for a few years. I think Suresh coached you for a few years. So in a nutshell, what did it feel like? Yeah, we could just sum it up here for Suresh.
Yeah, so before you join, I was just saying that how you actually you taught me the smaller things in cricket. For example, understanding the wicket, understanding how to deal with different characters in the team, all the chats that we had. But then, of course, after you joined and you said that, I know everything, that's not true. That's not true. I learned a lot of things from you as well. And I think it was more about that experience that you shared with me because you played for a very long time. So then you just shared me, okay, when you were in this situation, what happened? When you were in that situation, what happened? So yeah, in a nutshell, that is what I just shared with you now. So that's what I was saying.
Okay. So Suresh, in response to that, would you think that in terms of all your coaching experiences and stints that you've had with various teams, Suresh, Viran is by far someone that could really relate with, and you could really execute a strategy towards a game, in the best manner that you could. Would you say that?
Like I said, if every moment, if I have a Viran as a captain in my team, I think I have no work. Just going to have a coffee, lunch, and go back and win the game. So, that's the best
I
part.
see.
You don't have to say, but sometimes coach, coaching the or whether you're coaching the team, it's all about captain knows what is name and Viran is the guy I experienced under 15 where I didn't, but I've been from small time, so I know what is thinking. What go and today today I'm in this and talking to him. I think I'm proud. So I think I hope for his hope he play better and better this.
Okay. For those of you who can't, I think line's a bit bad, but I think Suresh is trying to say that he's very proud. He's very proud of being able to have coached Viren at some point and watched him through the years from his younger days until today, and he's hoping that Viren goes on and continues to do a lot better than what he is doing today, which is already ultimately very, very good. We got a couple of comments here. Poon, thanks for watching. Suren is giving a shout out to Suresh all the way there in Langkawi. I think your line might be bad, Suresh. So that's Suresh Navaratnam. Thank you very much for joining us. We will
Thank
catch
you.
up soon. Thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead with the show. We've got a few more things to cover. Viren, thanks for being a good sport there by talking to your former manager. I want you to just summarize that winning for Malaysia, the ICC qualifier, under 19 World Cup qualifier. That really was quite something. It was a team again that came together very well for a bunch of mix of players that were probably not anticipated. You had from the officials to the coaches and to Malaysian Cricket Association, it was a very, very good experience. Everything came in right. What can you say? What did that mean to you, being the first victory and championship winning as a captain? What did that mean?
That victory, I think, meant a lot to me. I think I remember clearly. Actually, that was one of the most most important victory for an under 19 team for me. As a captain, because that tournament actually had a lot of media attention. I remember that before the semi-finals or the final, and there were a lot of messages being put up on Facebook, on Twitter, or whatever social media there is. And I remember that at that time, Malaysian Cricket Association, they actually promoted that tournament, to everyone in Malaysia, and that was amazing because I'll be very honest with you, I felt a little bit of pressure after reading all of those messages and stuff because, and like I said, even like you mentioned, we didn't really have a strong team or what, in terms of names and stuff, but then we had a very strong unit, from the coaches to the players, we had a very, very strong unit, and then, we just kept winning. We beat Singapore in the first game, and then we just kept going on and on. We won all the games, and then in the semi-finals, we beat UAE. I remember we got off to a poor start. They were wrecking us all around, but then we came back, we picked up quick wickets, and then we chased, I think, 160 or 170 in that game. So I think in that tournament, everybody chipped in with performances. It was not about, it was not a one-man show or, things like that. It was more of a team effort. And I think that was amazing because it was very nice to see boys who, the younger boys, younger in terms of experience. I mean, we are playing and I think we're all young, but I'm saying in terms of experience, those guys really stepped up. People like Zubaidi, I remember people like even Saifullah, Arjun, these guys did, even Hakim. I think they performed really well, in that tournament. And that was really special because we won 6 out of 6. I'm not sure if that was a record, but for me, yes, it was a record. I think I'm winning under 16 tournament, 6 out of 6 games. I think that was amazing. And the attention we got, from that tournament, I think was amazing. And that also was a new experience for me. And I really enjoyed that.
Okay. Okay, all right. I think those were absolutely brilliant memories. I think those are memories that any of us would probably remember, no matter how many years from now, we'll probably still remember it quite
Yeah.
well. Viren, let's go into some, right? We'll come, we're reaching the final segment here, which will go on probably for about 15-20 minutes. But before we go into the final segment, talking about your senior cricket, before we talk about your senior cricket, we just want to lay off and just pick your mind a little bit. Virendeep,
Yeah.
outside of the jersey, without the jersey on, all right, Virendeep, what do you
Yeah.
actually do in your free time? From what I understand, I honestly do not know. You have traveled. I believe you love traveling. You've gone abroad to play some cricket, but you do take that advantage to really have a travel, go and visit some sites. What do you actually do in your free time? What are your interests?
I think I have to say that I'm a very boring person, and that's a fact. I don't really have a life outside cricket. Even from a young age, it's been all about cricket. For me, and training, playing games, playing tournaments, and speaking to my coaches, spending a lot of time discussing cricket and stuff. But of course, if you talk about off the field, yes, I do love traveling, and with my family is someone who I mean, we love traveling as a family, and that's is a very special thing for me as well because I want to visit as many countries as I can around the world, and going to new places really excite me. And then, of course, in terms of sports and like hobbies and stuff, I think badminton. I do play a lot of badminton. I play a lot of badminton with my cricket friends as well. My KL teammates, there's a court around Bangsa. We always go and whenever we don't have training, we are really happy because we can go and play a bit of badminton, take our mind off cricket. And yeah, I think even uni life, even starting from school life, I did not really have much of that. I did not really experience much of school life because I stopped schooling at the age of 15. As you all know, I started homeschooling and stuff. So I don't really have a big group of friends outside cricket. So whatever I do is mostly with the cricket boys. And then, of course, we are sports people and we love playing different sports. So, yes, we play badminton. At times, we play football. We're quite bad at it, but it's okay. We still play. And then, yeah, in terms of gaming and stuff, not really. Zero interest. I don't play any games at all.
I think where football is concerned, I believe there's a few things you've done in your life right, and I can show it right here. You definitely are supporting the right football team.
Yeah.
Liverpool Football Club, arguably one of the best clubs in England and in the world. So that's
agree with
good
that.
to know. Viren, besides that, how much does international test cricketers influence you? I believe you have brushed shoulders with a lot of them. You've met some of them. But do they really inspire you? Do you just look at them with awe, or do you really idolize them in terms of your game?
Yeah. So before this, I think when I speak about role models, it was more about just okay, having a role model. I say, okay, I like this guy. I like Virat Kohli. I just I enjoy watching him play. It was about that. But then now, as I start to understand cricket a bit more, I think now I'm more into I don't really have one person that I really idolize. I really have I really want to follow and stuff like that. I don't really have that now. It's about a few players that I talk about. And for example, people like Virat Kohli, I love his attitude. I love his approach towards the game. I love his his fitness, his work ethic and stuff. But then for somebody like now in current cricket, somebody like Tim David, he's played in Singapore. And we have played against him before. Of course, I didn't really have much time to chat with him, but I love watching him play because he's somebody who, if you talk about power hitting and stuff, he's got a very good power hitting base. So those are things that I look at now. So it's not about just having somebody, but it's about understanding what they do and trying to not follow them like not follow the way they walk, but it's about following the values that they have. So I think I go into that now. And of course, I think I've played with people like against Prithvi Shaw, Shubman Gill in under 19 cricket, and then yeah, I think a lot of players. I can't mention all the names, but then we have had a lot of time to we have chats. We've had chats with them. We keep in touch with them. We share a lot of cricket knowledge. I mean, not only share, but I learn a lot from them. I talk about cricket quite a lot with these guys. Even during MPLs, we get people like Sami Aslam coming to play for KL. And then, we keep in touch with these people, and anytime we can pick up our phone and talk to them, call them, and just discuss cricket. So I think, yeah, it's really helped me a lot, discussing cricket with a lot of people, and I love talking cricket. So if you know me as a person, I love that, and yeah, I think it's really made a difference.
Okay. So I think that's very good. I think a lot of people need to know that watching international cricket is very, very important, and it might seem like it's a whole different ball game, but I do believe that you've played very high levels of competitive cricket, like what you said, against these Indian players at their youth stage, under 23 stage, in the emerging cup and all those kind of things, who are now people
Yeah.
in the first team. So I think it's very, very important there for a lot of people out there to know that they've got to watch international cricketers a lot more, and they should take the learnings, like what you said, like what do you want to learn, and what are things that angle towards you. So let's get
Yeah.
into this, Viren. Your senior cricketing experiences. Okay, your senior cricketing experiences. Um, could you tell how it begin? How it begin for you? Maybe a little bit like that, and what basically was so far what the highlight was.
Yeah. So I think uh, I actually started off as a senior cricketer, as a bowler, not really as a batsman, because I have a very unique bowling action. I got a sidearm bowling action, and then I think Coach Bilal, who is the national coach, and he found that very interesting, and he thought that there is something unique and something that I can bring into the team. And it's a very funny story on how I made my debut as well, if you don't mind me sharing that. It's actually I was in the 14, the plus four, so I was not supposed to tour. I was not supposed to be part of the team that was traveling to UAE. But then one of our players, Anwaruddin, he got injured, and then another guy had some issues with immigration and stuff like that. And then only after that, I got the opportunity to be part of, part of the team that was traveling to UAE. And yeah, I started off, and honestly, at that time, it was not about, I was not really thinking about what I'm going to go and do in UAE, or how I'm going to go and perform. I know I have to do this, do that. No, it was more about, okay, I got the opportunity to be part of the team. I'm going to travel with the team. I'm just going to enjoy the experience. And I think I had a great time. I really enjoyed, my entire tour with the national team at the start. And of course, my first debut game, I remember, my debut game, it was a very good one for me. I picked up 3 wickets, made 20 odd runs. And then after that, you know, I bowled against UAE, against Oman and Saudi, I remember, in back-to-back games, and I got smashed. They hit me out of the park, and I think that was very important as well, because that helped me, uh, come down a little bit to understand that, okay, this is international cricket for you. It's not that, okay, you got a chance to play for Malaysia and everything is good and everything is easy and everything is going to be nice and easy going for you. So I understood that is international cricket, and that was very important learning from me as well, because I learned that you are not the best. You have, there's a long way to go. There's so much for you to learn, and if this is that level, then I really have to work really hard and make my way up. So yeah, I think that's something that I really remember from my debut tournament. And then from there, I think I also have to mention, I got the opportunity to play in the Singapore League. I think in 2018 was my first year. And I think that really changed my cricket, because it taught me how to be a professional. I was going to play for a new club. I didn't really know those guys there. And then, and I was getting paid to play. And I think that was the biggest thing, because if you get paid to play, the team expects performances from you. You're not just going there. It's not like playing for your own state, for your own club. It's a total different experience.
There's a lot of expectations and pressure.
Right? Yeah. So the expectations were something that really shaped me as a cricketer. I really learned that, okay, they are paying you, you got to perform. You're not just going there to just travel and come back. No. So I think that really helped me. And that season, the 2018 season, was an amazing season for me. I scored a lot of runs. I think I was batsman. And then, yeah, I think that really helped me build my confidence. And even before that,
I suppose it's the same. It's kind of like same cricketing weight of every player that every player holds,
yeah.
But it's just different. When you're playing for your country or your state, it's a different kind of responsibility, but it's still equivalently high. But then when you go abroad and you play for a club that you don't know, that they say, hey, come and play for us. We want to pay you. And then you go and you're like wondering what it is, but then it hits you that, hey, I've got to play well. They're paying me. Like, this may not be my
Awesome.
country,
Yeah.
may not be my state that I love, but they're paying me, so I've got to play well. So it's
Yeah.
like it's equally high, but it's a different experience altogether.
Yeah. Spot on. Spot on. I think I agree with what you have said. I think you just summed it up for me. Yeah.
Okay, okay. The next part here is the actual Malaysian senior team. But before we go there, I think I want you to share a little bit of what your experience, your best experience was playing for the Malaysian senior team. If I'm not mistaken, I think you would agree that it was the entire SEA Games program, the preparation that you went through, the entire journey, coming together as a family, and eventually winning a gold medal at the SEA Games. Could you tell us more about that, Viren?
Yeah. I think it has to be the SEA Games. I think the SEA Games is one of the biggest event that I've been part of. I'll be very honest. No, it's not in terms of cricket level or standard. No, but it's in terms of the experience. I think that was amazing because I remember, it was a camp. We were in a camp for almost, I think, 10 to 12 months. And then from there, we had to stay, we had to stay in a hotel with all the other national athletes, all the other Malaysian athletes. And I think the experience was amazing. I think I loved it. We had some of the camps, like the one in this photo, we had camps like that. I think we had 3 or 4 camps. We went to Malacca, we went to Negeri Sembilan, went to different states and stayed as a team. We were together as a unit, and I think that experience was, I don't know, I can't really describe that in words. And I think also what happened during the SEA Games was amazing as well. That those 2 games that we played against Singapore, especially the one that we won, the 50 over finals. I think we were 9 for 2, chasing 190 in a pressure game. And I think when I walked into bed, looking at the stands, it was all filled up with our supporters. My friend brought a dole, and I think, yeah, that experience was amazing. I When I was betting, honestly, I tell you, I don't really remember much because I was blank. I couldn't really remember. I couldn't really focus on what was happening outside. I was just thinking, whatever you do, we have to win this game. I think I remember Faiz and myself, we had a damn good partnership, and everything just fell in place for us, and it was amazing experience. I have to say, yeah, SEA Games, you're spot on.
All right, all right. I think you've held the medal. There's like, I think, easily an album of you holding the SEA Games gold medal. Uh, Viren, I think you're on mute. There's an album of you holding the SEA Games gold medal, and I would like to know, is it really heavy?
uh, yeah, I mean, it's not too heavy, but it's just nice. Yeah, and I tell you, it's the best feeling ever. I don't know how many selfies I took with the medal. I can't remember. I have to go through my gallery. But at that time, I think that whole month of August, I think it was all about SEA Games gold medal. I was just taking selfies every day and night. And
I think
yeah,
it's enough to fit one wedding album that thick, like equivalent of that. But it's
yeah,
amazing. I think when you deserve the credit, when you win a gold medal, bragging rights all around, flaunt it, right? Just show it off,
yeah,
and that's it. Like, oh, why say I want it ready? Let's go on to the next tournament or something.
yeah,
Let's enjoy the moment, of course. Um,
yeah,
I think SEA Games is amazing. Like what you said, I think it was absolutely great preparation by the Malaysian sporting institutions at the national level, like KBS, like
yeah,
OCM, MSN, and so on. I'm sure it was a great experience meeting the minister, Khairi Jamaluddin. I remember you and him exchanging tweets on Twitter. And he was
yeah,
using, I think, Game of Thrones references, like "This is our house, defend it" or something. And
yeah,
it was amazing. I know we fell short of the second gold medal, but I think it was a brilliant experience. I think I was there watching the games, and the atmosphere was amazing. And I'm glad that you made you were part of that as an experience of a Malaysian cricketer that matters in the modern day, going
yeah,
into wherever the journey of your career takes you. So
yeah.
I'm very, very glad. And again, amazing memories right there. I've got a little guest here to talk about your national team the national team setup itself. I've got your manager, Mr. Amy. Amy,
Mr. Manager.
you unmute yourself and say a few
Hello.
words. Thank you for joining us, Amy Mogzani, the Malaysian national cricket team senior team manager. Thank you for joining us very late after training. The team is working very hard. After training, he rushed back and he's still in his jersey, showing good spirit. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for joining us. How is it to have been managing this great gentleman right here? In your words, please.
Right. Thank you very much, Sena, for having me here. Hi, Viru.
Hello, Bang.
Well, it's actually a great pleasure for me to have Viru in the team. And as we can see that Viru has a lot of achievement over the years. If you can see back in 2019, even recorded in ICC, he was the youngest captain in ICC, right? When we played against Vanuatu. And then, of course, 2019 also is another great year for him, where he got the Best Batsman Award. And one of the best moments that I still remember until now is actually when we played in the Tri Series in Nepal a few months back, where Viru scored about 87 out of 53 balls against, if I'm not mistaken, it's against Netherlands. And that was really superb inning by Viru, and I thought that he's playing something out of this world. And of course, he's still young, but a long way to go. And I hope that he can bring the team for the next few years, so that we can be one of the great teams. Our target is actually by 2025, we want to be top 12 in the world. So Viru is one of the important team member, and I wish all the best for him.
Okay, very nice. Could you just maybe tell us a few interesting things about Viran as you have observed him? I don't want to be sharing it from the under 19 days. I think let's go to the more present one. I'm sure you've observed all the players as I would being a manager. So I'm sure you have also done it at the senior team level, observing all the players, looking at their routines. Is there something that stands out in terms of Virendeep and his match day routine that you maybe want to share? Something that maybe it's caught your attention, caught your eye. Not his performance, but his preparation proper, or outside the field proper. Is there something you want to share?
Right. Well, what I know from what my observations, Viru is always focused. Normally, once we got off from the bus, right, he will just take his time and then actually sit in one corner and start thinking, and even in the hotels, right, or in the accommodation where we're staying, he always thinking about the games, thinking about what he needs to do, how to improve himself. And up to a point that we were talking one time, there was in Nepal, right? I mean, what is next for our Malaysian players to go up, in terms of performance? So we come up saying that, we need more international matches, because in Malaysia as it is, I think they already come to a level where they need more challenges. The challenges that will bring them to another next level, which I think now where Viru is marking. Of course, being Viru, he always analyze every single game. Even when he got out also, he would come out and he would start thinking about what he did, and he would look at the vision and look at what happened. Can't stop thinking. He always think about cricket, like he said just now. And he is right. Football is one of his passion as well. And every time when the ball will pass to us, if we have the circle football game, I say, Viru, the ball is coming to us, Viru, because like him also, not that good at football. Please, ball come to us.
Yeah.
I think I really agree there with what Amy is saying. I believe that it's he's that kind of a player. Even in the under 19, he would actually just come up to you and just strike a conversation. It's about the game. It's about what happened, what your view was. It's always picking everyone's mind to see the kind of point of views that they have, irrespective of who they might be, and so on. So he kind of gets, even you're the manager and you don't really think about work too much on the performance proper. You kind of just support the coach, but he kind of engages you still at that level, giving you the same amount of respect as the team official. So I think Viran does carry himself absolutely well, and I think Amy, as long as Viran is part of this brilliant, the current Malaysian senior team is a brilliant, brilliant bunch. I think they have you in good hands, Amy. I think you would agree there.
Thank you. Yes, they have. You're absolutely right. One thing that I got to point out also, the difference between Viren and other players is actually that he actually kept for Malaysia as a wicket keeper. He captained for Malaysia. He bowled for Malaysia and he batted for Malaysia. Sometimes depends on the game, right? He will go as an opening, and sometimes he will go maybe 1 or 2 down. So he's a bit very versatile in any situation that the team requires. He will pick up the responsibility given to him. I still remember there's one time against I think Vanuatu when he got to kick wicket. I know that it's been quite some time that he did that, but he just took it and said, okay, let's do it. I even took a photo of that.
Interesting. Okay, Viren, do you want to just give a quick thank you here to Amy before he steps out? We only needed a few minutes of his time. I don't want to take too much of his time. Before we are going into the last segment here, 10 minutes left on the show. Anything you want to say to Amy before he leaves us?
Yeah, of course. I think Bang Amy has been part of us for the last 2-3 years, if I'm not wrong. And I think we've created a very special bond with him. At the start, we couldn't really understand, what was happening, what he was trying to do, because he's got very unique ways and different ways of dealing with players. But at the start, we couldn't really understand what he was trying to do. But now I think we understand him really well, and I personally have got a good relationship with him, and we talk a lot about cricket, like he has said. Sometimes he just picks up the phone, we just call and, discuss about cricket, what we can do better to improve the team and whatever not. A lot of cricket talks that we have had. So yeah, Bang, I just want to thank you for what you have done. Taking time off your full-time job and, helping us out. I think, it's not easy. So thank you so much for being part of the team and managing me as well.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Amy. You have a good evening, and thank you so
Ran.
much for joining us on very short notice. It means a lot, I believe, for the show, for me, for Viran especially, and everybody who's part of the Malaysian cricketing fraternity, to see our Malaysian national senior cricket team manager here, supporting his fellow player very well. Thank you very much, Amy.
Thank
you have a good evening.
Thank you for having me. Thank
All
you,
right.
guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Viran, you're going to Nepal. Could you maybe tell us more about that? Let's just get into it here. Congratulations, Chitwan Tigers.
Thank you.
4th edition of the Everest Premier League. How does this actually feel? Tell us a little bit of how it happened, Viran.
Yeah, I think it means a lot to me. This is something that I've always wanted, as a cricketer. Ever since these franchise crickets are becoming famous, and, every country, has their own franchise league now, and I've always wanted to be a part of one. We always had discussions, like, I think one of Pawan's Facebook posts mentioned that as well. We've always had discussions and wanted to be, part of a league. And I think now I got the opportunity, and I'm really grateful to Chitwan Tigers as well, for providing me, with that opportunity. And I think this is a new step and, a new stage in my career, I should say. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I think I have to thank all the parties that have, really supported me throughout, especially special mentions to Malaysian Cricket Association. I have to say that, not many people see what, what happens behind the scenes, what they do to support their players, because, I think we in the associate world, we are probably the only team, that gets support, in terms of contract. We are the only contracted players, if I've got my facts right. They really do support us a lot in sense of, financials. And of course, Asia Pacific University, they signed, MOUs with them, and they gave me the opportunity to be part of, APU, to study, to get an education for free. And I think that is amazing. These kind of opportunities really help me and really boost me as boost my confidence and, just my career as a cricketer, because you require this sort of support. So, I can't thank them enough. And also all of my coaches, that have supported me, my teammates, and, they're all very positive people. And I think, it's a good start. It's a good start for me. And, I have to say that, I hope that this is, it's a platform for all the other guys as well, because, we have a lot of skillful players, a lot of talented players in Malaysia, but all we require is the opportunity. So, if more players can get the opportunity, more players can get, the chance to play or to be part of a league like that, I think Malaysian cricket can really go to, amazing heights. We can really do wonders. So I think,
I
yeah,
believe
thank
you,
you.
you just mentioned your coach there. Your coach plays a big role, and your current national coach is, of course, Mr. Bilal Assad, who
Yeah.
apologizes that he could not be here. However, there's a little something here for everyone watching and something for you. So, Viran, if everybody watching and Viran yourself could just have a look at the screen right now and just have a quick read through. This is a message here from Bilal Assad shouting out. I'll hand it over to Viran later. Maybe Viran can share it on his social medias, and we'll share it as well. Is basically here Bilal sharing that how he's watched Viran from many years ago, scoring that 50 runs in that that momentous victory in the ACC Under-16, and then he went on to become the national vice captain, and that's it. He's showing how Viran is on and off the field. On the field is a brilliant guy. Off the field is even a better human being. And he's wishing him all the best in his this journey. So what do you have to say about that, Viran?
Yeah, that's a good surprise. Yeah, so yeah, I think we have got a very special bond. Bilal, I think he's, like I said, in 2012 he was our first coach for me in a Malaysian team, and we go back a long way. And I think, yeah, I don't even have words to describe him. He's an amazing person. He's done a lot for me. I think he's always been with me, supported me, and always told me. I think he's somebody who's going to tell you if you're not doing something correctly. He's going to tell you that Viren, you're not doing it right. Stop this. So he's very honest. He's very honest guy, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really have words to describe him. And I think everybody knows in Malaysia I'm the closest to him. But yeah, Sena, sorry, I just want to take this opportunity as well, since we're talking about coaches. I also want to say that in my life, I've had like different phases. For example, in junior cricket, people like Coach Damit, Coach Munusami, and then when it came to state cricket, like under 12, under 13, Coach Neville. And I remember Coach Neville. He used to bowl to me a lot, in the nets. And yeah, I think that really helped me. He's a fast bowler. You all know, how fast he bowls and stuff. But then, so he used to bowl to me on artificial, and he helped me. That was another step. And then, of course, P.S. Muthuraman, he was my coach as well for a while. And then, of course, moving up, Coach Cody, under 19, Suresh. And then, of course, now has been Bilal for a while, because I'm in the national setup. So yeah, I'm back again. I think I want to thank all of them for what they have done. I'm not only thanking them because, okay, fine, I'm playing in the Everest Premier League and I'm getting the opportunity. No, it's something that I've always wanted to do. And yeah, at times it's a bit awkward, if you just text them and say that thank you, So, but now it's the best platform, it's the right platform for me to do that. So I just want to thank all of them, that have really helped me. And yeah, of course, Bilal, I think it's a very nice message that he has shared with me.
Yep. Viran, we'll give you that message later. I'm sure you'd like to post it up. If your coaches are not watching, don't worry. Viran himself will be sharing the links of this show for you guys to catch it in case you missed it. And
yes,
we'll be sharing it as well. So Viran, where do you go from here? So you're preparing for Everest Premier League. We'll probably get Viran on post Everest Premier League again to share his experience, maybe just a shorter show, more focused on his experience as well. But where do you go from here? Where does what's the plan beyond this Everest Premier League, or are you just going to keep taking it a step at a time during this current times of the pandemic where everything's a bit weirded out? So what's next?
Yeah, I think of course when it comes to like a personal goal, of course I do want to play and be part of a lot more franchise teams around the world and stuff. But then I'm not really focused on that. I want to grow myself as a cricketer first. I want to train hard. I want to practice hard. I want to become a professional, on the field, of course, and off the field as well. So, and I always believe that, if I work hard, if I'm willing to put in the effort, everything will come to me. I don't want to go and chase things. I don't want to chase success. I don't want to chase leagues. But of course, yes, I do have goals and I do want to achieve them. But I believe that it is a process. So I believe that me working hard is very important. I need to work really hard. I need to be a better version of myself, before I can achieve all of the stuff that you have spoken about. And of course, as a team for Malaysia, I think 2024 World Cup is something that we are really looking at, because the T20 World, I think ICC has announced that 20 teams can be part of that World Cup, and I think that is a goal, that the ultimate goal for me. I want to be part of that World Cup. I want to take Malaysia up to that level, and I think if I can play in that World Cup, if Malaysia can play in the World Cup, I think that'll be a game changer for us. And I'm really excited, and I do believe in our team. We have everything it takes. And I think that is what I'm looking at.
Okay, all right. Viren, just before we sign off, I think that we've got a good number of viewers today who are probably a bit shy. They're not commenting. Don't worry, we'll get Viren on after he comes back from Nepal. I think he's leaving sometime middle of this month. Venu Ramadas couldn't be here. Otherwise, he would be hosting with me. Thank you, Venu, for watching. Surin, enjoy a new journey. All the best. I'm sure you will nail this and better opportunities will follow. Thanks, Surin, for the shout out to Viren. And that's it. Final words, Viren. We've come to the end of the show. Any final words from you?
Yep. Just I want to thank you for having me on the Off the Bat show. I think this is something new for me. I think normally we do cricket talks. We have chats on cricket, like a manager mentioned, like Bilal mentioned. But this is something different. This is talking, about me. So it's a new experience for me. So thank you so much for having me.
Do you know Vincent Wong? He's one of the former national team wicketkeepers from the 90s.
Right.
So he's wishing you all the best. So it's good to have. Thanks, Vincent, for watching.
Thank you.
I think we'll try to cover as much as we can of Virendeep in Nepal, so everyone gets a gist of what's going on over there. Go on, Viren. You're saying?
Yeah. So just a big thank you, and I think I really enjoyed the time, and it's a new experience, like I said, and I'm looking forward to more shows with you guys. Thank you for having me.
We'll get you on again, definitely. Now itself, we'll make it clear. We'll get Viren on to share his experience post Nepal, and hopefully we can get this talk show is going to be for the cricketing community in Malaysia. So we're going to talk about everything. We're going to cover and try to cover as much ground as we can. It's not just about the fun shows that we've had. The last 2 shows were very fun. This show, we're focusing on players. We'll also talk about officials. We'll talk about cricket, anything and everything. And we'll probably get Viren up with a few other players as well and have a bit more fun here. So Viren, thank you very much for joining us here on Off the Bat. I truly, Viren, Cikgu is here.
Cikgu.
Cikgu is watching
Thank
here.
You, Cikgu.
Thank you.
Great guy.
Mr. Yashod also, I think, had a lot of chats with Viren, and I personally witnessed them to see how Viren communicates so well with so many different kind of officials. Thank you, sir, for watching.
Thank you.
Us, I'm sure. Viren, thank you again. We really appreciate it. We wish you all the best. I think you are destined for absolutely great things. This is a start not just for you. I think it is something very momentous for cricket in Malaysia as a whole. Everybody that's a stakeholder, everyone that is a supporter of cricket in Malaysia, I do believe that they will be really, their hopes and dreams, let me put it this way, Viren, their hopes and dreams are traveling with you. So I do hope that you get to always do the best wishes from us. Thank you very much again to all our viewers out there. If you guys were not watching or you tuned in too late, don't worry. Just go to our YouTube. You can catch the entire show there again. Viren will share it. I will share it. I really do want people to watch and see what it takes to become a national cricketer today. From his beginnings all the way to where he is today, I think he's shared good information. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. We will be back with a lot more cricket, talking about either the past or the present. We've got another show about Sukma 2004 later this month. But today was all about Virandeep Singh. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We'll be back. Virandeep Singh here and Sena signing off from Off the Bat. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.